Hello, my friends, and welcome to a new video for Infinity Kingdom. This is Pyakia, official police officer, and in this rainy, stormy weather, I'm going to talk about stormy March as well as the continuous of the Immortals synergy. And I put this name for this playlist, especially for Immortals synergy, not March's synergy. Why? You will know why in the upcoming videos, because all of the videos I did in the past was about normal elements, synergy between the immortals and each other, and what are the best combination and comparison between normal element marches. And for the upcoming videos, and started from now, I'm going to talk about immortals synergy next to each other, especially for immortals that perform better next to each other or with each other in the same march, especially if they don't match in the element. Why? Because the element bonuses, as you can see here, when deploying 3 units of the same element, you will have a bonus. For units of the same element, you will have another bonus. 5 units of the same element, you will have another bonus. The most important bonuses, I prefer 3 units and 4 units. It would be perfect if you have 5 units, but if you don't have 5 units, then you can use at least 4 units. Or you can use 3 units of the same element with a strong combination. So, Immortal Synergy, yes, Alexander and Hannibal, you can use them next to each other with Zenobia and Tekken Emperor, and you can get rid of the 4 units of the same element buff and also the 5 units with only the 3 units of the same element buff. This march here can dominate even some whales and some marches like Holy with Loki, and Earth with Loki if you build this march correctly and with the right setup. Let's first talk about the Immortal synergy before we go to the setup. Why would you use even 2 immortals in the front row here as attack type, with the back row here 2 supporters, and with the Earth Dragon? Let me first talk about the history of this march. The person who invented this march or discovered this march, he used to use the Wine Dragon. Yes, as you heard, the Wine Dragon. I played this game when the Earth March appeared in the game with the Wind Dragon or Wine Dragon. So with the Wind Dragon, this skill here had a different description in the past, but it got nerfed. But let me read this description on you. When 3 of your random allied units, wind troops, in the past it wasn't wind troops, land a normal attack, they have 50% chance to recover HP. So in the past, you could just recover HP from landing normal attacks. So the majority of the damage here, or the power of this march, was normal attacks, and this march would heal a lot because this dragon. But now this dragon received a nerf, and it only heals normal attacks coming from wind troops or wind mortals. So here Alexander will not heal anymore, and also Zenobia will not heal anymore from using this wind dragon. Also, this main skill, inflicting true damage every 6 seconds on enemies, and reduces their accuracy rate. So this dragon would reduce accuracy rate with just dealing some damage. Now we can get rid of this dragon because this march started to have the same power for dealing lots of damages, even with the Earth Dragon. Coming with Earth Dragon with this specially talent. With the appearance of the new Dragon Talents system, with this talent and another talent, I will talk about it after this. This talent has 90% chance of reducing the damage you receive by 3 random allied units. So the dragon will cast a skill protecting 3 random allied units, decreasing the damage they receive by 35%. And also the attack speed is going to be increased because I have Dragon Talent level 8. It's going to be 24% more attack speed for 12 seconds. So this is going to be only affecting the first 12 seconds. And there is another dragon talent. I believe the other dragon talent is way more better, and I'm going to just use it, but not right now. Here, this reduces the damage taken by 25%. Also grants the target the following effects when it lands a normal attack: recover HP or deal true damage. So the final talent description will be has a 90% chance of reducing the damage received by 3 random allied units by 25% only. The boss talent I'm using is 35% and granting the following effect: when hitting with normal attack, recover HP or deal true damage plus for 12 seconds. And this is going to be increasing over the levels of dragon talent, because this is dragon talent level 1. So when I reach the highest dragon talent till this video published, it's level 8, it's going to increase as well. I believe lots of people have this skill right now. Let me just check it from the arena before we talk about the march. I believe I have a bad connection because I am in a stormy weather right now, and the connection for the calls and internet is kinda slow depending on the weather. I believe Kincaid is using it right now. I believe it. Okay, not this skill. Okay, so here with Dragon Talent level 8, it's almost 300,000 HP or 300,000 true damage with every normal attack. I like it. So it's whether true damage or healing. I really like it. I was considering to use it. So let's talk about the synergy, guys. Here we have both attackers. For example, we have Alex with his exclusive artifact. He will be immune to CC. He will not gain control. He is depending on normal attacks because he deals lots of attacks, and his ultimate skill will be a passive skill because he uses his exclusive artifact. So he will keep dealing damage from the early game. And also Hannibal will have his exclusive artifact on, and this ultimate skill will turn into passive. He will deal cleave damage from his ultimate skill and also lots of damages from his normal attack. So both of these guys will keep targeting the front row immortals, and with Hannibal using cleave on him or Alex using cleave on him, plus the cleave damage coming from Hannibal, so they will be also hitting the back row immortals with their normal attacks without needing the cost of their ultimate skill. Because Alex exclusive artifact, he will gain immune to control. Also with fighting master on Hannibal, he will gain immunity to control, and he will be more tankier because he will receives 15 less damage. So the front row is depending on their normal attack, and they will not need any energy. The back row immortals here, we have here Zenobia. Zenobia heals a lot, and not only this, the cost of Zenobia's ultimate skill will make the allies gain healing when they cast normal attacks or when they hit normal attacks. So for every successful normal attack from Hannibal and Alex and Zenobia and Emperor, of course, but the main source of damage is Alex and Hannibal, they will heal because Zenobia's ultimate skill. So here Zenobia will help them because she heals depending on the normal attacks. And another thing, Empress's favor now increase healing targets attack speed by 25%. So they will be healing because they are hitting with normal attacks while Zenobia casted her ultimate skill, and also they will gain 25 more attack speed because her ultimate skill. So her ultimate skill heals them and increases their attack speed. Ken Emperor as well will inflict wound on the enemies and preventing them from being healed, and he will increase attack speed of the allied units and grant the cleave effect to the wind immortals. So the wind immortals like Hannibal and the Ken Emperor itself from this march will have 50% extra damage to nearby enemy targets. So Hannibal will have cleave effect from his ultimate skill, and the cleave effect from Dragon Power, Ken Emperor ultimate skill, and he will have another cleave effect from the cleave effect from the skill itself, because he is using cleave on my march. So Hannibal have 3 cleaves, and he has 25% attack speed from Ken Emperor, 25% attack speed from Zenobia, and he might 25 or 24 attack speed from the Earth Dragon. Here Alexander have attack speed from his exclusive artifact with his ultimate skill, because this ultimate skill will be changed to another thing depending on the exclusive artifact. This march here is all normal attacks, healing from normal attacks, because also I'm using Berserk. So the skills here are all for normal attacks. So the skill here, I'm just talking about the skill with Immortals synergy, because this march all damage from normal attacks. So this skill increases the attack speed of the units and restores amount of HP recovering with every successful normal attacks. So everybody or everything in this march, depending the Immortals and the skills, all for normal attacks. Skills that deals damage with every successful normal attack, skills that depending on normal attacks, skills on normal attacks, and here skill to increase the physical attack, but this skill here is kinda defensive because I always face mixed march versus other mixed marches, so this skill is defenses versus normal attacks. This Toxin Barrier skill here came to counter mixed marches or to counter normal attacks hits. So we don't have any magical damage or ultimate skills from the back row. All the ultimate skills for the main damage dealers are passive, and the back row here just provides healing from the skills or healing from ultimate skill, or just provide healing from aura skill while increasing the attack speed. And another thing here, that the exclusive artifact for Ken Emperor will make Dragon Power inflict the cleave effect on 2 nearby targets instead of just 1 nearby targets. So the cleave effect from Dragon Power is going to hit 2 Immortals, and everything is depending on normal attacks, guys. So this is the synergy between the mixed march. Everybody is serving each other. Alex dealing damage on single targets, while Hannibal dealing damage on 3 targets at the same time. The Immortal in front of him, the Immortal in the back row, the Immortal next to the Immortal in the front row, because the cleave effect on all of the Immortals that nearby. Only the farthest Immortal from Hannibal in the back row will not be hit by cleave effect, but once any Immortal dies in the backfield from Hannibal itself, so Hannibal will keep dealing damage. I will show you some like numbers here. Let's check any random targets here. So here, for example, Alexander and Ken Emperor and Hannibal, all of these Immortals are going to be affected by the damage of Hannibal. Especially Alex and Ken Emperor are going to be hit by Hannibal, while Hannibal only is going to attack Hannibal in front of him. So let me just show you here. Alexander, for example, damage taken, he will keep getting damage from Howling Blast and the Cleave. This Alexander for the enemy team didn't even receive 1 single normal attacks from my Hannibal, because he died before my Hannibal can touch him. He received 5 million and half damage by only just getting hit from the cleave effects from Hannibal. Howling Blast or Dragon Power or cleave effect are massive. I can show you tons of reports, but I know this video now got like a lot. You are lots of familiar, so I will just show you here. El Cid received damage from normal attacks and Wind Fury from Hannibal, while the 10 million damage coming from Hannibal on Hammurabi are just cleave effects. Dragon Power, Howling Blast, Cleave, and Hannibal didn't just land single normal attack on Hammurabi. As well, we have here Tokugawa. Tokugawa received lots of damage compared to the damage Alexander made. Alexander made like 8,300,000 damage, while Hannibal made 6,400,000 damage with only cleave effects. So Hannibal can only touch one immortal while hitting 3 immortals at the same time. When one immortal dies, for example, when Jinkies dies, the damage will be split into Tokugawa and Hammurabi as well. If Tokugawa died first, then Hannibal will keep hitting Ilset while hitting the both of these immortals as well. So Hannibal and Alex, both of them can melt any immortals, even in the back row, without touching them, because the cleave effect. Even if I used cleave on Alex instead of maybe toxin barrier, and I just used toxin barrier here, it doesn't really affect because Alex can now deal damage on the back row as well next to Hannibal. But I like this formation better. Sometimes I change depending on the marches. So as the reports, as the immortal synergy, both attackers in the front row with their exclusive artifact, with their super good ultimate skills, with their top supporters in the game right now, Ken Emperor and Zenobia. This march now is a whale's killer. That's all for this video, guys. Thank you all for watching and see you soon.